Toyota killed off the Prius Prime, but you still get this, the 2026 Prius plug-in hybrid. Let's see if it's still worth plugging into. My name is Jimmy, and let me tell you what you need to know here. So the Prius, well, it isn't a Prime anymore. It's now just the plug-in hybrid. Toyota may have pulled the plug on the old name, but this is still the Prime. I mean, even the key says so. With up to 71 kilometers or 44 miles of pure electric range, it's perfect for those who aren't ready to go all in on EVs, but still a really good option if you want to bring just a little bit of that EV into your life. So let me show you everything that's new with this 2026 model. Toyota calls this the Nightshade, but it's essentially the mid-trim, the XSE, with basically everything blacked out. You get two exterior color choices here in Canada, either the black or the white, or if in the US, you can get a mustard color. I do love this new front end design that they got going on. It's a lot more attractive than the old. The headlights look very similar to the GR86, and this front end is just nice and aggressive. On the side, it's just a wedge shape. It's super angular. It's nice and low up front and goes on the steeply raked windshield. It does reduce a little bit of that practicality, but I mean, you gotta admit, this does look good. 19-inch wheels blacked out, mirrors blacked out, door handles all blacked out. Around the back, it slopes off nice and gently here. It has Prius written across the rear. Of course, LED taillights. It's a good looking car from front to rear. And it's not like you lose out that much on the practicality side. Because in here, well, you still get 20 cubic feet of space. There's a little bit more of underfloor storage, really just for your charge cables. But if you need to, you can of course fold down the rear seats 60-40 to expand that cargo area. But let's head inside. Space back here is all right. I'm 5'11" and headroom is just enough. Legroom also just enough. If you're a little bit taller, you're gonna be, well, just wishing for a different vehicle, really. If I move my head forward, and well, you got that sunroof to worry about. It's definitely nice to let in plenty of light to the rear seats, but it does have a little bit of a cost when it comes to overall headroom. I mean, back here, it honestly isn't that bad. In this model here, I get heated seats in the back, I get USB charge points in the middle, cup holders in the center. I mean, it really should be sufficient for most of your family needs. Speaking of family, if you're going to be carrying kiddos in here, I'm a certified child seat safety technician. On the driver's side here, this is the Kleck Ling infant seat. I didn't have to move the seat back, so still very comfortable for me as the driver. And on the passenger side, this is the Kleck 5 in rear facing. Both fit with no real issues here. Up front, the seats are nice and supportive. They're heated, not cooled, unfortunately. It isn't the XSE premium trim the Nightshade is based on. But you still get two-way lumbar support, so I mean, for most, this should be plenty. In front, it is the updated Toyota steering wheel. You got a decent amount of buttons on the side. They may be a little confusing at first, but once you get used to it, it's actually quite easy to operate. The only thing that's, well, the steering wheel itself, you do have to place it a little bit lower thanks to the awkwardly placed cluster. At least at first, it's kind of awkwardly placed, because normally most clusters are behind the wheel, like in here, but this is above, so you don't have to have a heads-up display. You don't have to look down to see your speed and whatnot. It's actually quite a clever system, and I mean, in the week that I've been driving this, I've gotten used to it that I don't mind it at all. Actually, prefer this setup above many others. The center infotainment screen here, 12.3 inch, it's nice and big. The only thing that's a little weird is like the volume knob is on the other side, but I mean, as a driver, I got the switch right here on the steering wheel, so it honestly isn't that much of a problem. Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, it has all the things that you want, including a subscription to Toyota system if you want to use the built-in navigation system. I suppose for most, you're going to be plugging in your phone, you're not going to be using it. So honestly, I don't think that's an issue at all. The system, it's a little disconnected between the infotainment and the cluster. There's some stuff that you change in the cluster and there's some stuff that you change in here. So it's a little bit difficult to kind of go through all the different systems, but once you I mean, set up the vehicle the way that you want. You really don't have to dive into too many additional menus. And what's nice is dedicated climate control down below. No need to go into a screen. This isn't a Lexus product. It's just nice and simple. And same thing with the center stack here. Sure, you get a cubby, cup holders, and Qi wireless charger, but everything is just, well, neatly packaged. There isn't anything that's out of place. The only thing that maybe is a little weird is just how heavily raked this windshield is. Well, this extends a lot further than most other cars. And because of that, the pillar may get a little bit in the way while you're driving. But let me tell you a little bit about the powertrain before we go for a drive. Powering the Prius plug-in hybrid, you get your dedicated electric motor. That itself makes 161 horsepower. However, when the 2-liter 4-cylinder kicks in, you get a combined total of 220 horsepower. Range on the XSE trim does decrease to 64 kilometers compared to 71 on the base trim. And I think for most people, that's going to be completely fine. That kind of range is sufficient for, well, your daily duties. That's really what it's designed for. And if you do want to go a little bit further, well, the internal combustion engine can kick in and you can go a lot further, because like the total estimated range in this vehicle is like 800 kilometers. That's a whole lot of range. And don't think that because it's a Prius, it's slow. Because if you put it into auto, which then switch on the engine when needed, and you floor it, I mean, this is pretty rapid for what it is. No, it's not gonna be like pushing you back into your seat. Your eyeballs are like in the back of your skull kind of thing. It's not that kind of speed. But for a Prius, for a daily, everyday, just driving around type of vehicle, more than sufficient. And even if you're just rolling around in pure EV mode, that immediate torque, that's what helps. Getting off the line, passing, it's not bad at all. This is more than sufficient when it comes to power. Very, very happy with the overall total power output here. What is annoying is, I mean, the Toyota stuff that's in it. If you're looking away for more than like 5 seconds, so like 1, 2, I can't, it's a curve. But like if you look away for a little bit longer, the vehicle just beeps at you to remind you that, hey, you should probably pay a little bit of attention. I mean, it's for your safety, right? Safety Sense 3.0 that's in the Prius here is trying to make sure that you get to your destination, you go home, wherever you're going, safely. And it does do that pretty well. When people think about the Prius, well, driving dynamics definitely isn't top of mind. However, you know what? It's not bad at all. The steering sure could use a little bit more feel. Sure, the tires could have more grip. But you know what? This is still actually a decent amount of fun. And because the tires have minimum grip, they whine and tell you when you're at the edge of that limit. So, I mean, it's a little bit safer in that aspect. At 48,000 Canadian dollars here, you know what? It really is a bargain. You're not going to get many other vehicles that can do what this can do. Sure, Kia has like the Niro, which is a plug-in hybrid option as well. And it does have a boot, because it's an SUV type shape. And because of that, well, you get that practicality out of it. Let's be honest. When we're looking out, we see all the taxis, all the Ubers. What are they driving? They're driving this. And they have like 500,000 kilometers or miles on it. I mean, it's just proven, right? It's proven with the test of time that these are bulletproof vehicles. And really, with this new powertrain, sure, there's some stuff that's new. It's still a Prius. It's still a Toyota. You shouldn't have to worry about it. The longevity of this vehicle is going to be just astronomical. And because of that, well, the resale should be pretty good as well. So when it comes time that you need to sell your vehicle to upgrade to something new, you'll get most of those funds back. And that's what's great about the Prius. And that's why it's actually a really good contender. And if you say, I'm just not sure, I think the Prius is just a little bit small, Toyota has a portfolio available for you to choose from. You want something bigger that's still a plug-in? Get the RAV4. It's well, not yet anyways, but it'll soon be available, and you can get one of those, get a lot more space, more power. What's not to love? In any case, thank you so much for watching this video. Like the video if you do, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.